people not come forward, this scam could not have been
But this is
Correct, correct. Well, that is
these people were not the petitioner then.
Yes.
maybe
Rather
somebody
we
else
were.
was.
Rather we
Someone
were.
else.
Somebody, you were. You
Rather
brought
we
this
were.
scam to the fore.
Yes, my lord.
So somebody has to come somewhere.
Yes.
Today A is there, tomorrow B will come, tomorrow's third day C will come. This is how it unfolds
our
itself.
entire endeavor shall be scam and the mere, if I can say, extension of panel possibly have been taken care of differently.
Your way of interpreting, courts will interpret
Of
in
course,
its own
madam,
way, the petitioner will
Of course,
interpret
of course.
way, the commission will
Correct,
interpret.
correct. That,
Let us see
yes,
where we
yes.
can come to.
I also
This
Rashid,
is too
look at-
early
Correct.
a stage and the court is
correct.
open.
Because
Kindly let us give time to work to finish it by 31st December.
So
We
you
have to-
want to finish it and thereafter all illegalities to come up and further challenges and everything. Why
Well,
don't
there
you
is
transparent
no.
from day one? Then everything will fall in
Well,
place.
that is whatever the petitioners will say. If the court reacts on that, then how we will work? How we will work?
You please work in a fair and a
No,
transparent
we
manner.
are working in a fair manner. Simply because they are saying that is not unfair. Our justification is there, but every point, whatever these councils will speak and court will react, then how we will work.
What you said, 9, 10? All OEPAs, 9, 10, 11, 12, all examinations. All examinations.
This channel does not promote any violent, harmful, or illegal activities. All content provided by this channel is meant for an educational purpose only.
Yes, what is the matter?
My lord, the matters is, my lord, your lordship has held, my lord, the division bench of our High Court twice and the Supreme Court that no tainted candidates would be allowed to participate in the recruitment process in the written examination. If any candidate slips through the net, my lord, the commission will ultimately reject their candidature after verification. My contention is, my lord, though a list has been published which only contains the name of the candidates, my lord, who have Weimar mismatch. Their name has been published as tainted candidates. My contention is, my lord, none of the names who have been appointed after expiry of the panel are being included in the list of tainted candidates. Now, why I am saying expiry of panel is falls under the list of tainted candidates. Well, straight away come to this, my lord, the judgment of the division bench in the first round, when, my lord, our division bench set aside 26,000 appointments. My lord, page 260.
Page 260.
Page 260, my lord. Paragraph 14. Paragraph over 14. My lord, paragraph 335. It is paragraph 335. And paragraph, my lord. So,
XI?
yes, appointments given to persons submitted, and, my lord, XI. Appointments have been given to persons after expiry of panel. So, my lord, this is one category which falls under the tainted. Now, my lord, a writ petition was moved immediately after the advertisement was issued that no tainted candidates will be allowed to participate. But the coordinate bench allowed our prayer, saying that no tainted candidates would be allowed to participate. Very interestingly, my lord, the state and the commission preferred an appeal, saying that no tainted candidates would be allowed to participate. Now, my lord, the division.
Preferred an appeal where?
Before the division bench.
All right.
The tainted candidates would be allowed to participate. My lord, kindly come to paragraph, my lord. No, I need less from, my lord. Paragraph. Paragraph 30 onwards, page 21.
No, but then the Supreme Court has made it clear that the tainted candidates will not be allowed.
Yes, my lord. Why I am placing this, my lord? Tainted not be allowed. Why they might say, my lord, expiry of panel. Why I am saying so, my lord? This is important. This is the division bench judgment, and it's probably nothing else. Well, truth has an ugly habit of raising its head, and when it raises its head firmly, it engulfs and demolishes any system which is founded on deception and corruption. In the earlier round of British.
Don't read. Tell me what.
Then, my lord, kindly come to page 23, paragraph 32.
Yes.
Paragraph 363, Roman has classified 3 categories of candidates who can be described as tainted candidates. Persons who have been outside the panel, my lord. Thereafter, persons.
Expiry of the panel.
Expiry of the panel. Now, my lord, my contribution is the list, and my lord, your lordship is already aware of the 28th August and 29th August Supreme Court order, where it has been Supreme Court has stated that no tainted candidates would be allowed to participate in the recruitment process. Now, my lord, kindly come to order of the Supreme Court at page, my lord, 61 of the recommendation.
Yes.
WBSSC has also tried to justify the extension of the term of panel.
Yes.
Above, the time period of 1 year specified in Rule 21 of the Rule 21 for destruction of Weimar coincides with the time period specified for validity of the panel. There is no doubt that the counseling process and appointments made to the post of assistant teachers for 19 and 11 were made after expiry of panel. This is illegal and contrary to the rules. Reliance has been placed on the orders of the High Court, which clearly the cases of rank jumping, where the High Court directed to appoint candidates after expiry of validity of the panel would not have any significant impact. Now, my lord, clear that after expiry of panel, nothing. Now, my lord, kindly come to paragraph 10 of my...
The panel, the list of tainted candidates that has been published, there is no mention of anybody.
There is no mention of under which category they fall tainted.
Yes.
And my lord, these petitioners submit on oath that none of the names which included in that list contains after expiry of panel. That is why all of these addition of party applications are floating in before your lordships. My lord, now kindly come to paragraph 10 of my writ petition. This is at page, my lord, page 12. Lord, I am reading this sub-paragraph. It is pertinent to mention.
Yes.
It is pertinent to mention herein that the panel for classes 11 and 12 was published on 27/11/2017 and the same expired on 27/11/2018. And the classes for 9 and 10, it was published on 12/3/2018 and the same expired on 12/3/2019. It is further pertinent to mention herein for both classes 9, 10 and 11, 12. 2 rounds of counseling had been conducted within the tenure of the panel. There were 7 or 8 rounds of counseling. After second round, all counseling and appointments were made after expiry of the panel. And my lord, the Supreme Court has categorically stated in paragraph 31 that counseling and appointments made after expiry of panel is illegal, and the act of the commission in trying to extend the panel is also bad in paragraph 31. Now, my lord, my prayer before your lordship is the list, they should include the candidates who have been appointed after second round of counseling for 9, 10 and 11, 12. And the list should contain the category under which they fall. Otherwise, this will contain...
Category means?
My lord?
Category means what?
Category means, my lord, whether they are falls under rank jump or...
All right. All right. All right.
Except court orders.
And why this is urgent, my lord? The 11, in the Supreme Court, it was stated that nobody would be allowed to sit in the written examination. They have been allowed. They have been now called for verification. Their verification, they have not been rejected. Now 9, 10 results have been published. There also they have been included. So, my lord, in this way, now they will say interview will be done. Now my right has accrued. Nobody has challenged it. Again, my lord, this chaos will happen.
All right. Then in that case, commission's list was placed before me on one occasion. Is the list there?
Well, there is an important aspect in the matter which may have...
I want to see the list once.
Good.
I have the list.
Let me see once.
But in that list, it was not there.
Do you have any other list?
No. Only one list.
Only one list. Where is the names of the candidates who were called for counseling after expiry of the panel?
All right, I just tell you. But if your lordships kindly see the judgment of the Supreme Court.
No, I want to see the list. The list, it must be there in that bundle, isn't it? Is it there, Mr. Bandyopadhyay? The list was there, isn't it? Yes, please let me see. What are the heads over here? Heads are mentioned.
Heads were mentioned in the very Supreme Court judgment itself.
Where? Which portion? 292?
325 onwards, your lordship will get the status.
292 is the list.
325. 292 is the list.
List of all candidates as per notice number such and such. All candidates, what does all candidates means? How many candidates participated in the examination, or what does all candidates mean?
All candidates who have been ascertained to be tainted.
Why have you not mentioned it? List of tainted candidates?
325 candidates onward, the status of each candidate has been tainted.
325. When you publish a list, you mention it as, I don't know, commission. You are not there for the commission.
No. We have given a notice on 30th August 2025.
325. List of tainted candidates with nature of taint. OMR issue.
Out of panel is mentioned from 340.
Rank jumping.
Also mentioned as indicated.
Out of panel. 340, 341, 342. OMR issue. Is there any candidate where it is mentioned called for interview or counseling after the expiry of the panel? Nobody is there. It cannot be. It has to be because court has found that there are candidates.
That finding, but my learned friend
to that extent, Mr. Bandyopadhyay was advancing argument.
That has been diluted by the Honorable Supreme Court in other paragraphs, where specific on the basis of the CBI report, a table has been, my lord, copy pasted.
Wait. Yes. Senior Mr. Bandyopadhyay.
Yes, can I make a submission? Kindly, my lord, come to, my lord, the page 56.
Yes.
Page 56 of the writ petition. Lordships will find, my lord, paragraph 24.
No.
The impugned judgment refers to the following statistical report submitted by the WBSSC before the High Court. This is the OMR issue, rank jumping, alleged irregularity, alleged irregular so-and-so percentage. Then we'll kindly come to paragraph 25. In the written submissions filed on behalf of the WBSSC in the court, two tables have been furnished. Table 1 pertains to the candidates who are the jump ranking or were appointed despite not being in a panel. Their details are as under this. Then we have table 1, table 2. The lordships will find there no kind of a. But those who are found tainted by the CBI, on that basis, this was prepared. This was done. They are the tainted persons have been found by the CBI in their report. Now, others have not been found as a tainted person. Now, if
Where
the others
are the candidates who were found to have been called for interview after expiry of the panel? Is there anything mentioned anywhere? Because
no,
the
it was not.
mentions about that.
It was not the case of anybody before the Supreme Court. Today, a new case is being made out.
No.
Things.
Our Supreme Court has remanded the matter here. Whatever was under remand is different. This is absolutely fresh writ petition that has been filed. And the allegation is that candidates who were found to be called for interview or verification or whatever, it was after the expiry of the panel. This fact of expiry of the panel was taken note of by the division bench of this court and it was affirmed by the Supreme Court. I want to see the list which contains the names of those candidates who were called for interview after expiry of the panel. This is what the court wants to know.
My lord, just in the gist, my lord, I submit. After the counseling of third panel, up to counseling of the third panel, this list was, the panel was valid. But during 1 month, 1 year, 6 months, there was an interim order on the panel. Thereafter, so many matters have been moved. There, the court has allowed to work on that. I have the orders also. Now, therefore, Miller, the counseling process has begun 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But it is not that these panel candidates have committed any fraud or any other things, like the tainted candidates. Now, therefore, Miller, the up to 8 council, this process was continuing. It is a part of the process. And they have been, Miller, still now they are not being treated as a tainted, therefore they have been asked to appear in the examination. They have been asked to, Miller, appear, those who have succeeded, to appear before the interview.
The division bench of this court found the appointments given to persons after expiry of the panel to be an illegality. That is what is mentioned in paragraph 335 of the division bench's judgment.
Yes.
Right. So,
Right.
if an illegality has been committed, that cannot be perpetrated.
But that has been merged with the Supreme Court order, that finding.
Exactly. After merger, this becomes valid. The division bench's order gets validated.
Now,
And
Lord,
court,
we'll
Paragraph
go by the Supreme Court's order, my lord.
yes, certainly.
My lord, anyway, my lord, whatever the way you also decide, we don't have the difficulties with that. My lord, this is our stand, we have said so.
Your stand is clear. Please show the candidates who fall under category 335 XI of the division bench's judgment.
No, we have not treated them, this panel, when the counseling was going on, when the process of counseling was going on, we have not treated after third counseling, the panel has expired.
Appointments.
Kindly see the first line.
And they are still continuing in the employment in view of the Supreme Court's order. Their appointments also have not been challenged by them.
Submission was made before the Supreme Court when this matter was in heard. Kindly see the first line of paragraph.
Their appointments have not been challenged.
First line of paragraph 31.
Supreme Court judgment.
Supreme Court judgment, page 61 of the writ petition. First line.
Same submission.
These very submissions were made before the Honorable Chief Justice Justice Khanda and his lordship came on. And kindly see, WPCSC has also tried to justify the extension of the term of the patent. It was justified, tried to be justified, it has been rejected as illegal and bad.
well, this has to be read with 46.
যেখানে একবার বলে দেয় দিস ইজ ইললিগাল এন্ড কন্ট্রারি টু দ্য রুলস
Yeah, what?
It has to be read with 46. Right.
Yes.
Found to be tainted.
No, there is a difference
not
between
specifically.
for candidates not specifically found to be tainted.
Right.
Now, there are separate tables which have been provided in the very judgment itself. If Lordships kindly have a look at that. Just, this will have a there are large number of persons. Even we are getting salary. We are also, my lord, providing employment. Kindly look at this. No, may I just say? Kindly visual. May I kindly visualize? My lord, kindly look at from a point of view of a very surface that any illegality is tainted. That argument is possible. But there is a likelihood when Lordship look at the entire judgment, the Honorable Supreme Court used the word tainted for exactly categorized persons.
Supreme Court.
Now, that exactly categorized persons, they lose any right to participate in the further selection process. Now, that categorization was done by the Honorable Supreme Court on the basis of fundamental two things. Thing number one, 4 reports filed by the CBI, because CBI scanned all the OMR sheets. And thing number 2 was the affidavit filed the SSC. What exactly happened was that, well, there wasn't, I take it, 1 year validity of the panel. Absolutely true that after that date, there has been counselings up to 8th counselling. That is true. So if Lordship asks a yes or no questions like a mathematics, then the answer would be yes. If starting, there are a couple of counselings which were after the 1 year expiry, correct? But does it mean that those persons who were appointed and who never participated or never been part of this, the WMR, that corruption part, are they tainted, or whether the Honorable Supreme Court wanted them to be included in the tainted or not? That this has a larger issue. We also need to, may I say very honestly,
Why don't you get it clarified by the Supreme Court what the court wants?
the Supreme Court has clarified. That is the reason the Honorable Supreme Court completely dependent on the basis of the list by the SSC and allowed all of us to get the salary, and we are serving.
You are serving
Yes.
because of the benevolence of the commission.
No, we are serving because, correct, I take it that benevolence of this.
Somebody is there
Malad,
online,
I
can make submission, otherwise you will be scolded by somebody else and
in
not by
fact,
the court.
it is our life and death. It is our life and death.
Only one thing, I have given you the thickest judgment.
May I make one line submission?
All I say this, I have only one thing to say. This is an extremely important issue. May I only get 1 day? Only 1 day. All I sought that tomorrow, so that we can also take all preparations. Because there are large
Well,
number of
kindly read
matters.
the paragraph 46. This everything has to be boiled down in paragraph 46 of the judgment.
Persons who have been
46 of the judgment.
after expiry of panel, and also those who submitted blank OMR but obtained appointments must return all remunerations and benefits received by them. Now read paragraph 45. This is the division bench judgment. Now read paragraph 45 of the Supreme Court judgment. This is at page 67. The last question, your Lordship.
Yes.
The last question relates to the relief and whether it requires any modification. We had no valid ground or reason to interfere with the direction of the High Court that the services of the tainted candidates whose appointment must be terminated and they should be required to refund any salary payment secured since their appointment is a result of fraud. These amount in cheating, they have to seek out justification to alter the decision. So, my lord, kindly read this with 363.4 and this paragraph. Nothing remains, my lord. All these things were already submitted and Supreme Court.
Let me hear what the AG has to say. AG.
Milord, I have got a very short submission to make. But in my very humble understanding of the judgment of the Supreme Court, Milord, possibly, Milord, there were 3 categories of candidates who were found to be tainted, which are number 1, Milord, the candidates who were guilty of rank jumping or who were the beneficiaries of rank jumping. Number 2 is out of panel appointment, and number 3, Milord, where Milord the manipulation of OMR sheets happened. Now, Milord, these are the Milord 3 broad categories of persons who were found to be tainted. Now, Milord, my learned friend for the petitioner today, Milord, wants your lordships to, Milord, add another category. The category being those who were appointed, Milord, after expiry of the panel. Please consider, Milord, whether, Milord, this can be done or not. Assuming, Milord, the allegations of the petitioners have any substance, please consider, will it not amount to adding to the judgment of the Honorable Supreme Court? The division bench had considered it. the Supreme Court had considered it, and this category of persons, in my understanding of the judgment, was not declared specifically to be tainted. Therefore,
Rank jump.
according to me, today,
Not
my
being
learned
independent.
friends cannot come out and try to make out a fourth category. Tomorrow somebody will come out and find out a fifth category. This cannot be added to the order of the Supreme Court. At this stage, this is my submission, subject to consideration of the judgments of the Honorable Supreme Court in its entirety, number one. And number two is, as your Lordship knows, the Supreme Court has, fixed a timeline. The timeline being 31st of December 2025, which that process will be completed. Now, these kinds of petitions will pour in. This is expected that these kinds of writ petition with some injury, this way, that way, will be portrayed before the court, seeking an interference. Please allow the process to go on. If my learned friends can make out a case, that can be taken up subsequently. But as of today, my understanding of the order of the Honorable Supreme Court is that this fourth category was not treated as to be a tainted category by the Honorable Supreme Court, based on whatever the report which was filed by the CBI, both by our division bench as well as the Supreme Court. Let the process go on. We'll come back better prepared and address your lordships on this issue. These are my submissions for the present.
Can I make one submission, Millard? Can I make, kindly allow me? Just allow me. Millard, the petitioners here, they have secured 34 and 24.
Yes.
Most unsuccessful persons.
Well, I have
assume
been called for verification.
Not called for verification.
Yes, called for verification.
Very nice. Allow me to make submissions. Otherwise, my lord will be annoyed with me. You are interfering. But the 34 and 24. First of all, by no chance, even if the petition is allowed, they are not getting the employment. Their only purpose is, since we have not got it, no one will get it. This is one. Number two, Miller. Paragraph 46 has been said about tainted. Tainted. Tainted is on the basis of the CBI report, it is tainted. Now, let's assume for the argument's sake, the appointments were illegal. Illegal doesn't equate to tainted. Tainted is based on a certain facts discovered by the CBI. The paragraph 46 has said about tainted, not illegal. There is a demarcation of these two. But this point needs to be argued. These points have to be argued. But this is initially I am pressing this point. Then we'll file affidavit. Lordships will decide.
And they will continue and they will again get there. Well, two things.
1 minute. 1 minute.
But I can show you one judge, one order. Just give it, hand it over to Mr. Samim appeared. Now, one case they are obtaining one order, another case challenging. Kindly take the order of 30th August 2023. Give it Justice Vishwajit Basu's judgment, Salma Sultana.
Yes.
And see, the petitioner participated in the first SLST for recruitment of assistant teachers, so sponsors. The petitioner was a waitlisted candidate in the sex selection process under the general female category. The petitioner alleged that in compliance with the direction passed in Sitabuddin, etc., a list of candidates was published by the West Bengal Board of Secondary Education, whose appointment letters were generated as per the recommendations of the West Bengal Central Service Commission. And from the said list, the petitioner for the first time came to learn the commission had recommended her appointment in the post of so-and-so, and the board had issued the appointment letter. The petitioner thereafter has filed the instant paying appointment in the post she was recommended. Mr. Samim, learned counsel for the case, submit that it is astonishing as to how the petitioner was recommended for appointment in a particular school when she never appeared in any council. He further submits that 8 phase of counseling was done after the expiry of the life of the panel. Can you see? Then Dr. Patto, learned counsel for the commission, submits that petitioners were notified to participate in the counseling through text message in her mobile phone, number of which she disclosed in her online application, but she did not turn up. If further submits that the intervening COVID-19 pandemic did not allow the commission to complete all rounds of commercial counsels within the period of the life of the panel. Mr. Bhattacharya, learned counsel for the board, submits that the appointment letter was issued to the petitioner on the recommendation of the commission by the so-and-so. Mr. So-and-so, I have heard the learned counsel for the at length and have perused the materials on record placed before me by the respondent authorities through their respective reports. The commission in its report has specifically stated that merit position of the candidates was not compromised in recommending the appointment of the petitioner. Holding the 8th phase of counseling after the expiry of the life of the panel gets justified for the situation which prevailed all over the world on intervening COVID-19 pandemic. The mode of notifying the candidates about the date of counseling through mobile phone in the member so-and-so, as has been argued by Ms. So-and-so, the possible candidate has missed such communication cannot be ruled out altogether. The petitioner was found to be eligible for the appointment but could not join in this process. Well, then the direction is that he should be there. Therefore, this 8 months counseling was already 8 times counseling was taken into consideration by your Lord, one of the coordinate bench of your lordships. And their number of reasons, one of the reason was COVID-19. But we can't go on, on just pure technical questions. We have to consider about the facts and circumstances of the case. More specifically, I am submitting, Milord. These persons were not found to be tainted. Paragraph 46 is clear. That is only a tainted. Let's assume an order is bad. Order is bad doesn't mean it is tainted. Tainted where fraud has been committed.
Very well. Tainted, untainted. You please place the list of candidates who were appointed after the expiry of the panel. Whether they'll be treated as tainted or not tainted, it will be seen later on.
My lord, appointed is the phase of counseling for 19 and 11, 12. That is
the division bench's order, whatever is there. Appointments given to persons after expiry of the panel. Let the names of these candidates be placed before the court.
Well, I have absolutely no difficulty for that.
My lord, that also has been covered by this paragraph 30.
There is a note, a mention in the division bench's order, which has been affirmed by the Supreme Court. This appointment be given.
My lord, why I am saying so?
Well, we will see modified, rectified, clarified, whatever.
I am saying
Let the list come.
Second phase, because my lord, two things are important. The list of candidates appointed after expiry of panel and date of publication of the panel and date of expiration, the expiration of the panel. That may also be produced before your lord.
1 minute.
Otherwise, they will say
1 minute. OMC tested. 1 minute. I want the list, Mr. Bandopadhyay.
Yes, madam. Yes.
Division bench's order, page 260, 335, 335.
Roman 9.
Roman 9. Appointments given to persons who were not there in the panel. 10. Appointment given to person submitted blank OMR. Appointment given to persons after expiry. Persons placed lower in rank given appointments. That means rank jumping.
Well, accepting this that group regarding the appointment after expiry of the panel, other all categories have been treated as a tainted and that their names have not been sent.
All right, the list that has been placed.
That is categorized list was there.
This list.
Well, this is your lot.
1-9, 1-10.
So we have given the list.
This is little thin one.
What tainted possibly is a very extremely, my lord.
Uploaded in the website, madam. What thing, madam, in most mandal, madam, pass the order. Till date, they not publish it. Full list is necessary. But this Salma is considered by the Supreme effect in the volume.
Mosui Mondal is not taking up, Mr. Samim. The Mosui Mondal is not being taken up now.
But you refer the Salma.
No, refer the submission? Give the order first.
OMR issue
And
not in the panel.
place that list.
OMR issue
Blank
and then
There
out of panel.
are
9, 10 and 12 is already
Panel.
there. 9, 10 and 12.
9, 10 and 12 there. So 11 is not here.
Lamb jumping.
Only
11.
11 is not there, my lord, and
All right.
they have admittedly they are protecting those tainted candidates.
তো বলতে হবে তো
You may consider the what tentage is
Uh,
really what
Yes, I see 9, 10 and 12 is there in whatever you have handed over in court. I do not know whether this is in the public domain or not. But then 11 is not there in your list also. Prepare a list and place it before the court.
Yes. All right.
with all details. What is it? Details.
And my lord, one thing, my lord, at the earliest, because the verification, everything is going on, they will act to their rights.
No, even it is stopped, you are not entitled to get for verification.
Yes, my lord.
You have got only 32.
My lord,
Hmm.
6,000 to 7,000. If these candidates
Ain't
go,
what?
automatically
What
will
ain't
come into
20,000 will go.
See one thing, the appointments of the year 218 also stood nullified by the Supreme Court in 2025. So it's not that it cannot happen. Rights may accrue, and then the court is here to see
No, that
whether
is
it's
always-
correctly
that
accrued
is
or not. So the court is taking care.
My lord, also
I would
if
like to
this
see the yesterday's judgment, whatever is there, so that I understand. I understand.
My lord, also, my lord, kindly keep this, my lord, point open that whether, my lord, they can at all, my lord, come before this honorable court at this stage. My lord, at the time of, my lord, publication of the notice, they did not challenge, my lord, put this omission at least, that this is not there before the honorable court.
Where are you?
They're not yet published OMR sheet.
We are, my lord,
Kindly keep the maintainability point open, my lord.
by the order of this
They not
honorable court.
published the OMR sheet.
Like,
So, my lord,
date, no OMR has been published.
Now,
my lord, in
at your
details.
lordship,
Then you participated in the test again.
yes,
They hide it, although
Yes.
there is a
Let us
specific
see what
order of
happens.
yes,
publication
at least, my lord,
of
kindly keep this,
Maintain,
Sir, I have
Well,
a
kindly
different
keep
point.
keep this open, my lord. This is what I was just
All
suggesting.
is open. Nobody is closing anything.
my lord, maintainability. No, maintainability. be
After they
open.
participate, become literally unsuccessful, come before your lordships. Very nice.
These people not come forward, this scam could not have been
But this is,
out.
Correct. Man, that is
these people were not the petitioner then.
Yes.
Maybe
Rather
somebody
we
else
were.
was.
Rather we were.
Someone else.
Somebody, you were. You
Rather
brought
we
this
were.
scam to the fore.
Yes, my lord.
So somebody has to come somewhere.
Yes.
Today A is there, tomorrow B will come, tomorrow's third day C will come.
At
This
least,
is
my lord,
how it
our
unfolds itself.
entire endeavor shall be scam and the mere, if I can say, extension of panel possibly have been taken care of differently.
Your way of interpreting, courts will interpret
Of
in
course,
its own
I-
way, the petitioner will
Of course,
interpret
of course.
the way the commission will
Correct,
interpret.
correct. That,
Let us see
yes,
where we
yes.
can come to.
I also
This
that
is
should
too
look at-
early
Correct.
a stage and the court is
Correct.
open.
Because my lordship, just
Yes,
one
Keep
sentence.
your obliged, my lord.
yes, my lord.
Once, if I am tainted, I have to return the money. Not only three things. I have to return the money. I lose the job. For future, everything is stuck. So just a second. So therefore, I'm trying to say tainted is not just an English word. Some fraud has to be attached to that.
Yes, that is
It's
why
not
No,
a
I have already submitted that, Mr. Dhwar. I have already submitted that.
The petitioners participated in the second SLST Norma 2025 conducted by the West Bengal Central School Service Commission. Stop. Their allegation is that persons who have been appointed after expiry of the panel are being permitted to participate in the recruitment process. Stop. The same is contrary to the direction passed by the Honorable Supreme Court in the matter of Boishaki Bhattacharya within bracket Chatterjee versus State of West Bengal and others. Reported in এখানে দেখে নেবেন তো সিভিল অ্যাপিলটা দিয়ে দেবেন ঠিক আছে, the state of West Bengal versus Boishaki. আচ্ছা, the the judgment of the Honorable Division Bench of this court in a batch of writ petitions, first of which is WPA 30649 of 2016. The court recorded the illegalities in the selection process. The court was of the opinion that appointments given to persons after expiry of the panel is illegal. Direction was passed by the court to publish the names of the candidates for public viewing. The commission has published a list containing names of candidates who have been given appointment, who were outside the panel, persons who submitted blank OMR sheets, and persons placed lower in rank. The list does not contain names of any person appointed after expiry of the panel. Next. As an interim measure, the recruitment process is ongoing. As an interim measure, the commission is directed to produce the list of candidates given appointment after expiry of the panel. When did the panel expire?
Well, paragraph 10, if your lordship kindly comes.
Which judgment, paragraph 10?
Well, of the writ petition, madam. Well, for 9 and 10, the panel expired on. For classes 9-10, panel expired on 27.
All right, 27 November 18 and 12th of March 2019. All right. Expiry of the panel, bracket for classes 9 and 10, be it recorded that the panel for classes 9 and 10 expired on 12th March 2019, and the panel for classes 11 and 12 expired on 27 November 2018. The fate of the candidates whose name appears in the said list of candidates appointed after the expiry of the panel. The fate of candidature of the candidates shall abide by the result of the writ petition. Release the matter for further consideration on 9th of December.
There is also another prayer in this writ petition to publish the waiver.
9th December, can any other date, 8th or?
Alright, 8th.
There is another prayer in this 12th SLST to publish the waiver of all candidates. This is my specific prayer, my lord, because there are also allegations. If they are fair, the commission is fair.
In the other order that I passed on the last occasion, wasn't there a direction?
The 2016 process, your lordship directed for.
All right.
I am on this process.
Oh, this 2025.
2025.
All right.
All the waivers.
Aren't the commission publishing the OMRs?
No, not
of
for
the
all candidates
present
in
candidates?
public domain. It has to be public.
Lord, every candidate has got their own OMR this time.
I am not on that, my lord.
That is not, you are not on that, we are on
No.
other.
Every
All-
candidate has a OMR, has to be, but then why
Ah.
don't you put it up in the public domain so that
But let us, whether kindly let us give time to work to finish it by 31st December.
so
We
you
have to,
want to finish it and thereafter all illegalities to come up and further challenges and everything. Why don't
there
you
is
be transparent from day one? Then everything will fall in place.
that is whatever the petitioners will say. If the court reacts on that, then how we will work? How we will work?
You please work in a fair and a transparent manner.
We are working in a fair manner. Simply because they are saying that is not unfair. Our justification is there, but every point, whatever these councils will speak and court will react, then how we will work? We are ready to publish.
You already have OMRs.
I will show to your lordship OMR seats. Every OMR seats were given inspection by the Justice Bossa earlier.
The court doesn't want to see the OMR. You please put it up in the public domain so that the candidates who are really involved will see.
I have no objection that the court will not see. I have no objection. That court will see. Court will not see.
I will
am
not
saying
understand. As the entire recruitment process is being conducted in compliance of the direction passed by the Honorable Supreme Court, the Commission ought to ensure that the process is fair and transparent from step one. To rule out any illegality in the process, the Commission is directed to put up the OMR sheets of the candidates in the public domain so that
2025 to 2020.
none has complaint against any candidate.
Of 2025,
Complaint would be there. That is not that complaint would be there. Atripto Atta, that is complaint would be there. Complaint is justified or not, that's a different thing.
What you said, 9-10? All OMRs, 9-10, 11-12, all examinations. All examinations. Yes, it will come up on the 8th.
8th, yes. 8th ki baat hai?
Monday.
8th, on 8th, your lordship has
Sorry, kindly keep it on 10th. Kindly keep it.
First it was 9th, you suggested 8th.
No, I said 8th. I'm sorry, I did not consult the date. Kindly keep it.
It will be 10th. Date is fixed on 10th.
Right.
On a publication will be made.
And because of my inconvenience, that's why I said. Not for any other.
Will be made immediately. At the
It will be done before. It will be done before 10.
All classes. Bracket लिखे थे 9, 10, 11, 12 all.
Yes.